We're day tripping just north of Barrie at Hardwood Ski and Bike. We're going to try a classic Canadian sport today and transition into one that's gaining in popularity. We're going cross-country skiing and fat biking. Okay, Louise, this is my first time on cross-country skis, and I have to say, they're lighter than downhill, they're more comfortable than downhill, but there is a difference.
There's absolutely a difference.
Yeah.
You don't have a chairlift to go up the hills here.
Thank God.
You take yourself up the hill.
Now, when you think about Canadian sports, like this is called classic for a reason, right?
Yes.
It's a classic winter sport.
Definitely.
So what are we going to be doing today?
So we're going to be classic skiing. So you can see actually we have a track here. So that's a track set for classic. And the other side of the trail is for skate skiing. So when you see the people pushing off with their feet out like a V shape, that's called skating.
We were talking about this is a workout too, right?
Yeah, that's the best part about it. We've had Olympians come out, like for example, Adam Van Couverden, our Canadian rower, and the rowing team cross-trains cross-country skiing in the winter.
Really?
That good of a core workout. You layer because right now we may be cold, but when you get out on the trail, you start getting warm and you'll like unzip stuff. Oh, my chin.
Everybody's gonna fall.
Everyone's gonna fall. That's the thing with cross-country skiing, it's like slow motion falls. Like you feel it and you're just going against gravity.
Okay, but did you see it? Did I fall gracefully? How much of a workout is this?
It's hard. As far as total body workouts go, like sports, I think rowing and Nordic skiing are the two that work the most muscle groups, right? Because you're using your arms, all your upper body, core, and then your legs as well going up hills. So.
All right, so I'm not the only newbie here at Hardwood Ski and Bike. We have Addie, Hillary, and Danielle. How was your first time, guys?
It was good. We've fallen many times, but
Wait, was it like a good fall?
yeah,
Like it looked good?
silly fall. Yeah.
Okay, well those look good on camera, so awesome. Would you guys do this again?
Yeah.
Yeah, what does it feel like? Have you done downhill skiing before?
Yeah, it's nothing really like that though. It's a lot more work.
This is so much fun. Now we're gonna try out something a little different. We're gonna go fat biking. It's time to trade in these skis for a bike. All right, Louise, look at this tire. It's huge. It's called fat biking because of the tires, I'm guessing.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's a good guess.
I know, eh? I'm really smart. So there is a difference between the two tires, though, between our bikes.
Yeah, so that's a fat tire, and this is called like a plus bike.
Okay, what is the difference?
Well, those ones ride a little bit better on the snow. These ones can be used for both. It came for people who love to bike, and they had to put their bikes away in the winter. And every cyclist has a road bike, a cross bike, a mountain bike, and now they can have a fat bike.
I'm not in shape for this. Woo! So you've had fat biking here for a few years.
Yeah.
But what I was surprised at was it's hard work.
Yeah, it's definitely hard work.
But it's good.
It is. It's good exercise and a fun way to get out in the winter. You can switch it up with snowshoeing, cross-country skiing, or you hop on a fat bike.
Now, if all winter days were like today, that would be fun, and I could definitely enjoy winter. From classic cross-country skiing to fat biking, that was a fun day. So now to head into something a little bit more Canadian. Let's go try out some maple syrup in Barrie. Well, you don't get any more Canadian than with pure maple syrup. And we're here just north of Barrie at Shaw's Sugar Bush to find out how they get the pure maple syrup out of the maple tree and into the jug for your pancakes. So if you're ever looking for maple syrup products, you come to Shaw's. We're here with Tom Shaw, who's been making maple syrup in your family for well over 100 years.
113 years, every year since 1904.
On the same site.
Same site, we're still making maple syrup from some of the same trees that my great-great-grandfather started tapping back then, still making syrup from them.
The flavor?
Flavor is the exact same.
All right, so you're gonna show me how you do this, right?
I'm looking forward to showing you all around our operation today.
All right, I can't wait. Let's do this.
What kind of tree this is, April?
It's gotta be a maple tree.
You are bang on. This is a Canadian maple tree. This is where we get maple sugar and maple sap out of. The maple sap comes out very watery, only 2 to 3% sugar, and what we want to do is boil it up to get it to 67% sugar. It translates into any bottle of maple syrup you see. It's taken 40 bottles of the same size to make that one bottle of maple syrup.
That's a lot. That's a lot brought down, right?
Boil and boil and boil. That's all we do to it. We tap a new hole in the tree each year. We get the sap out, we get it into our building, and we boil it up to get it to be maple syrup. That's it. Nothing added, just water removed from it. All the tasty recipe is already in the tree.
How old is this tree, do you think?
This tree would be somewhere between 250 and 300 years old.
So how many bottles of maple syrup came out of this tree in its lifetime?
Oh gee, you're asking me for math, Apryl. I'm just a maple syrup producer. Each year we can get somewhere around 40 liters of sap, so 1 liter of maple syrup out of it. So actually that's not too hard a math. Somewhere around 300 liters of syrup has come out of this tree.
I want to see this. Can we tap this tree?
We absolutely can tap this tree. So what we're looking for is a place on the tree where there isn't a previous tap hole. This area looks pretty good right here. So we want it on a slight up angle. And this is what we're looking to get, is we want to make sure that we're getting white, fresh wood in there. You see the sap will start to drip right there? Very watery.
Like, just immediately that came out.
Immediately comes out. That sap is in there under pressure and ready to come out for us. Set it into there. Put it on the tree and just tap it in to make a nice seal. Once it stops going in, that's it.
Look, right here. Can you see it? Look, it's already going. It's already going. It's that quick. Well, all 4,500 trees on this property are all connected by these pipelines. And inside is the sap, and that is liquid gold. So back when your great-grandfather was working on this farm and trying to get maple syrup, he didn't have the tools you have today.
No, from 1904 till 1970, the way we did it was drill a hole in the tree and hang a pail on the tree, and that collected the sap, and they had to come around and dump the pails into a gathering pail, and it was all done by hand. I mean, my dad started working with the tubing in 1965. By 1970, he was fully converted over to the tubing method of doing it. So now we just tap 5 or 6 trees around here for everybody to see. Everybody can't believe how watery the sap is when it comes out of the tree, so it's great to hang some pails. You can see how much is dripping each day. You'll get some sap coming out.
Oh, it's already coming. And that's just how fast it drips, right? Just
Drips right on it. It's very, very watery. Just 2 to 3% of the tasty minerals and sugars that give the syrup its flavor. And that's how it's able to flow through our tubing system, because it just acts like water.
So where are we taking this?
We're taking this back to our back vacuuming station.
All right. So it's
Come along. These lines go out into the bush, and then the lines that are above ground run into these, and then come down and draw on in. When this fills up in here, the vacuum will switch to the other side, and this sap will drop into my tank in here. When this tank fills up, my float switch turns on, and that pumps it up to my top vacuum.
Is this where the magic happens?
This is my evaporator. This is where all of those 30 kilometers and 4,000 taps eventually come in and eventually come out right here.
All right, so tell me about the process. We can feel the heat, we can hear it, and see the steam.
We have an oil flame underneath this pan, 650 degree of temperature, boiling and sending all this heat up into here, and the steam coming off. So there's water coming off of all the 3 different areas in here. I'm always losing volume as steam.
But it already smells like maple syrup in here.
Sweetness in the air, everything leaving out, and as soon as this starts heating up, it just goes all around. All of the syrup off of our evaporator is put into drums, and then it either goes into our pancake house or into our shells. We bottle it up in different sizes.
Okay, so I can't try it from here, but I can try it in there.
Fresh right in there.
Okay, so we tried out some of the maple syrup. Now time to try out your pancakes.
Sounds good. So do you want to come and flip a pancake?
Yes.
Come on in, April. Oh, that is a perfect flip, April. Look at that.
That's gonna taste amazing.
I think it will. You just put some Shaw's maple syrup on it and you have a good meal. So you're going to pour it towards it's just a spoon. So that's your maple syrup.
Do you recommend heating up maple syrup?
Well, it's always nicer that pure maple syrup is served warm. You don't want to put cold maple syrup
good
on your
tip.
pancakes or your French toast.
So when you're at home, just boil it up a little bit?
You heat it in the microwave. It smells so good, doesn't it? But warm maple syrup on pancakes
So
is the best.
number one tip, warm up your maple syrup before you put on your pancakes.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right. Nothing better than warm maple syrup on freshly made pancakes. Don't get much more Canadian than that. Thanks for day tripping with me. We'll see you next time.